Lewis Hamilton has just achieved an absolutely remarkable feat during the sprint qualifying session at the Chinese Grand Prix. He not only secured his first pole position with Ferrari, but also set a new lap record at the Shanghai International Circuit. This is the kind of moment that both the fans of the sport and Hamilton himself had eagerly anticipated, as it represents a defining achievement that places him at the front of the grid, surpassing his longtime rival Max Verstappen by only 0.018 seconds. Few would have imagined at the beginning of this weekend that Ferrari would be in contention for the pole, much less that Hamilton would emerge as the protagonist after a difficult debut race in Australia. His first appearance in the red was disappointing, marked by a lack of pace, communication problems with the team, and a result that left many questioning whether the transition from Mercedes to Ferrari would be smooth. Critics had already pointed out that Ferrari might not be able to deliver a competitive enough car to challenge Red Bull and McLaren this season, with some even speculating that Hamilton would struggle to keep pace with his teammate Charles Leclerc throughout the year. However, in Shanghai, Hamilton rewrote the script in the most surprising way. His lap time of 1 minute and 3.84 seconds was not only the fastest recorded this weekend, but it also established a new absolute record on the circuit, surpassing previous marks and demonstrating that Ferrari has serious performance when conditions are favorable. This achievement holds multiple historical meanings for Hamilton, as it represents his first pole position since 2023, his first with Ferrari, and makes him the first driver over 40 years old to secure pole since Nigel Mansell in 1994. Moreover, he becomes the first British driver to claim pole with Ferrari since 1990, adding another notable accomplishment to his legendary career. Before we delve into the details of Hamilton's surprising pole position and its implications for the Chinese Grand Prix, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on everything happening in Formula One. With Hamilton's record lap and Ferrari's unexpected pace, this could be the start of something grand, and you will not want to miss any details. Stay tuned as we analyze the key moments, reactions, and what lies ahead for the seventh champion. What makes this result even more significant is the context in which it emerged. Hamilton's initial difficulties in Australia raised doubts about his ability to adapt to Ferrari's different car philosophy and operational style. The engineering and strategic approach adopted by Ferrari is fundamentally distinct from what Hamilton was used to at Mercedes, where he had built an almost telepathic connection with his race engineer Peter Bonington over a decade. In contrast, his partnership with Riccardo Adami is still in its early stages, and the communication problems evident in Australia made it clear that there was much to be refined. Nonetheless, this pole position indicates that Hamilton and Ferrari are beginning to find common ground. After the session, Hamilton himself admitted that he was completely surprised by the outcome, stating that he had no idea Ferrari would be in a position to fight for the pole. He expressed his amazement at how competitive they had been, especially considering that McLaren had demonstrated such strong pace during the winter tests and in Australia. Although McLaren was seen as one of the main contenders in Shanghai, at the decisive moment, Hamilton delivered a lap that positioned him ahead not only of McLaren, but also of Verstappen's Red Bull. Hamilton highlighted that one of the major improvements in Shanghai compared to Australia was the immediate feeling he had when driving the car at the start of the weekend. He felt more comfortable, which allowed him to extract the full potential of the vehicle. He emphasized that the first sector was particularly strong, where he found most of the improvement that secured him the pole, even though he acknowledged that there are still areas in which he could enhance his performance. His joy at seeing his name at the top of the timesheets was evident, and he described the sensation of parking the car with the fastest time as extraordinary, stressing how special it was to achieve this feat in a Ferrari. This result raises several important questions about what it could mean for the rest of the weekend and the championship as a whole. The immediate impact will be felt in the sprint race, since Hamilton starts from pole with a real chance to secure his first victory with Ferrari. However, there remain uncertainties, especially regarding the car's performance in longer races. Hamilton himself admitted that he has not yet contested a full race in dry conditions with this car, as Ferrari focused on other aspects during the pre-season tests in Bahrain. Thus, the sprint race will be the first real opportunity to see how the car performs over an extended period, making it crucial for both the driver and the team to learn. If Ferrari maintains strong race pace and Hamilton manages to hold on to the lead, it will be a powerful statement for the team and a boost of confidence for the driver on the eve of the main Grand Prix on Sunday. It will prove that Ferrari is not only capable of delivering a fast lap time, but can also contend for victories over a complete race distance. On the other hand, if Hamilton faces difficulties with tire degradation or race strategy, it could expose the areas that Ferrari still needs to improve to become a consistent threat to both Red Bull and McLaren. Beyond the sprint race, this result may also have implications for the championship as a whole. If Hamilton and Ferrari can continue to build on this momentum, it might signal the beginning of a genuine title challenge. Prior to this weekend, Red Bull and McLaren appeared to dominate the early stages of the season, but Hamilton's pole demonstrates that Ferrari cannot be written off. This evolution may also alter the internal dynamics within the Ferrari team. Charles Leclerc has been seen as the clear leader in recent years, but Hamilton's performance in China suggests that he is equally capable of assuming that role when conditions are right. Although Leclerc posted a solid performance in the sprint qualifying session, he could not match Hamilton's pace when it mattered most. If Hamilton can convert his pole into an impressive race result, questions will undoubtedly arise about how Ferrari will manage its two drivers throughout the season. Another important aspect is how Hamilton's rivals will react. Verstappen will undoubtedly seek revenge in both the sprint race and the main Grand Prix, having come very close to Hamilton in qualifying, and, with Red Bull's historically strong race pace, he will be a significant threat. McLaren will also aim to recover after a somewhat disappointing session, with Oscar Piastri securing third place, while Lando Norris could not fully deliver on the potential he had shown at the start of the weekend. For Hamilton, this pole is much more than an isolated achievement. It is a moment that could redefine his season and shift the momentum in his favor, demonstrating that he still possesses the necessary speed to compete with the best, even in his 40s. It also shows that Ferrari has taken a significant step forward, and that the dream of seeing him win in red is now closer to becoming a reality. The big question that remains is whether Hamilton will be able to maintain this pace in the sprint race, and more importantly, in the main Grand Prix on Sunday. If he can convert this pole into a victory in the sprint, it will send a strong message to the entire grid that Ferrari is back in the fight. If he encounters difficulties, it may reveal the weaknesses that the team still needs to address. Do you believe Hamilton will hold on to his lead and secure a victory in the sprint, marking the beginning of a truly special journey with Ferrari? Share your thoughts in the comments, and as always, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the updates on Formula One. We will be back with more analyses, news, and last-minute updates from the paddock. See you in the next video.